What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Ghislaine Maxwell video, and last month she did an interview with the DOJ, and they recently released the audio from that interview. And during that interview, she talked about one of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers, Virginia Guiffre. Now, she didn't say her name, obviously. Well, she said her name, they bleeped it out, but we can use context clues to know who she was talking about. So these are the comments that she had to make about her.
What did you know at the time about him, Mr. Epstein, um, requiring masseuses to be naked or requiring masseuses to um, either perform sexual favors for Mr. Epstein or to be there if Mr. Epstein masturbated or things like that? And again, I'm asking you about a 15-year period or whatever, 10-year period. So I appreciate it's a very broad question. So answer it in a way that, addresses what you've been charged with doing, but also what's been said about you.
Okay, so the 90s, I don't think that I ever thought, that never would cross my mind. I'm not sure that I thought about that in those contexts at all until his arrest and those papers came out. But I believe the subject of the question that you're asking me, I believe started in the 2000s.
In the 2000 time period.
Yes, 2000.
Why do you think, like, what in your mind makes you think that that's the time that it started?
I think because in December of 2001, he met, and I think was responsible for that in its entirety. And the reason I believe that, so she was a self-confessed, having been sexually abused as a young girl, and was trained, her words I'm quoting now, not mine, in all the arts of whatever that is, the sex program, by a man called Ron Eppinger, who was her pimp from when she was 14, I believe, or 15, I don't know. And in her book describes him training her to be what every man wants in all its manners, fellatio and everything else. I believe that then what happened was that he met her and she came as a masseuse to his house in December of 2001 is when I think it started. Now, what their relationship was and what happened with them in that early period of time, I cannot say. What I can say is that he liked her and she started to travel with him at that time period. I know then what happened was that when she first started to see him, or first came into his orbit as his masseuse or whatever, she was engaged to be married and wearing an engagement ring and was living with her fiancé. She broke up after a few months with her fiancé and took up with the local drug dealer. So let's say after 4 or 5 months in the time period when she was seeing Epstein, let's say we're now May, June of 2002, or is it 2000? From whenever she hits the, whatever that is, if that's 2000, I think it's 2000, I'm sorry. I think it's when she met him, December of 2000. So then you go through, I don't remember, you'll have to look.
Okay. I'm not holding you to exact dates.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to, I'm giving so then I think, so she takes up with the local drug dealer and she becomes druggy. Like, you know how druggies, well, maybe you don't. I live with a lot in Tallahassee. They become even more unreliable than normal. And at some point, she's now working somewhere else. He stops seeing her because he doesn't like people who do drugs. And I think that not seeing her lasted 5 or 6 months. And in that period of time, she got arrested for theft. And she had a warrant out for her arrest. Now this I've pieced together because this piece I didn't know. She then called Epstein to have help avoiding the warrant for her arrest. And he sent her to Thailand to get a massage therapy license. This is the bit that I guess. This is the bit that I extrapolated. In the period of time from when she came back to when she left, he asked her to replace herself as his masseuse or whatever she was doing. And she brought the first replacement for her that would have been one of the accusers in my case, I think, would have been, and then everyone who came subsequent, simultaneously, if she wasn't the first, I don't know, every single person who came to his house came through, and her boyfriend Tony, and then whoever else underneath her. And that is how it started.
So before her,
Tony Figueroa is her boyfriend.
before
And her family is outraged that Ghislaine is rewriting history and changing the narrative. And they feel like she's been given a platform that she doesn't deserve. So, in a statement released by her family, they said, the content of these transcripts is in direct contradiction with felon Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction for child trafficking. This travesty of justice entirely invalidates the experiences of the many brave survivors who put their safety, security, and lives on the line to ensure her conviction, including our sister. During Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's bizarre interview, she is never challenged about her court-proven lies, providing her a platform to rewrite history. By moving convicted felon Maxwell to a minimum security country club prison, the DOJ sends a disturbing message that child trafficking is acceptable and will be rewarded. You guys let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please hit the like.